YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another 978 video. And finally I got the Spider-Man from the Homecoming movie, the websuit. It was the only one I couldn't get from Amazon. Amazon had the links to every other one except this one, so it kind of made this a rare figure. I had to pick it up on eBay. It sucks. Is it worth it? We'll see. But that's the back. You guys already know how that goes. 7 figures in this wave. The Build-A-Figure is included in the wave, which is kind of weird, but it is pretty cool. So let's jump right into it. So here he is, Spider-Man out of packaging. And I definitely like the way this looks. I mean, it's not much different compared to the Civil War Spider-Man, but there are some differences. And I do want to get into that a little later, but just looking at him right now, you can see it's pretty cool. Comes with the alternate head, extra whip hand, extra fist. You get those webs, those winged webs attached into the arms. They're not so functional, but they do look kind of cool. I wish they were a little longer, so that way they'd be able to extend when he opens his arms a little wider. But let's compare him to the Civil War Spider-Man, and let's see the differences between the two. Now, right off the back, you can see that the Civil War Spider-Man on the right is a bit darker than the Homecoming one on the left. You know, the head sculpt is a little different. The upper torso is different as well. The black wash is black washed on the web lines on the Civil War, where it's gray on the Homecoming. The back spider logos are different, the front logos are different. Enough differences to make it feel like a new figure. I mean, am I having a good time with this figure? I definitely am. I think it's dynamic enough to get it in enough cool poses where if you're the type of guy who likes to take figure photography, well, then this one's probably for you, and I wouldn't want to miss out on it. I mean, I wouldn't pay double like I did, but I definitely wouldn't want to miss out on it. It's definitely even cooler when you have some accessories like some webs and some, you know, interchangeable hands and stuff. But these webs, I happen to get off a buddy of mine's, and you can see they're really sturdy and made really well. I mean, he definitely took some time in making these. He sent me about 4 or 5 different sizes, and they're shaded, and they have those web pouches at the end of them, so they definitely look cool. And I'm happy to have them. And I think if you want to have any movie figure or any comic figure at that, you need some webs for Spider-Man. And I'm so disappointed Hasbro has yet to give us any webs. But it doesn't matter because we can make them ourselves. We probably make them better than what they'll do because they won't articulate them and they won't put bendy wire. But they're really easy to make. But it's not easy to pose right now. His legs are a little flimsy. The plastic is a little softer than the Civil War one, so posing them can be troublesome sometimes. See what I mean? Also, I want to mention that sometimes that happens. The hand just pops out. This peg, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know if the peg hole is too wide for the peg. It just doesn't allow it to stay in, so it just always pops off. But I definitely do have fun playing with these webs. And just for fun, I gotta have Spidey on the flight stand. I think everyone needs a flight stand if you own Spider-Man figures. If you own multiple Spider-Man, you need to have multiple flight stands. It's just rule of the game, I guess. Because you gotta have them in cool, dynamic poses. It's not fun to have a bunch of Spider-Man figures and have them pose standing up straight. So you gotta have some flips like this and some flipping hands and some fight scenes. And that's the reason why I collected villains. Because I gotta have some fighting scenes like this. Even though this isn't a villain per se, but let's say it was a villain, a bad Spidey, he'd be like flipping over the web, and I put him on a flight stand. So now let me give you a quick rundown on the differences between these two figures. And again, Homecoming is on the left and the Civil War is on the right. Let me just put them a little closer together for you. Maybe I should just pull them up completely. I'm not sure if you can tell, but this Homecoming Spider-Man is a little different. It's like textured right here. You can scratch it where this one isn't. So even though the mold is the same, the torso, again, the top torso is completely different. The sculpt is the same, the design sculpt, but the body mold they use is a little thicker. You can see that the shoulders are bigger on the Homecoming. And even the arms are different. They have this little, the peg goes all the way down on the Homecoming, which gives it a little more articulation. which I prefer because you can lift his arm up a little higher, which makes for cooler posability. And this one you can't really do too much, and you can see the difference there. It's about, I don't know, 15 degrees, 30 degrees. So it definitely is an improvement, and I do appreciate that. I do like these eyes a little better. You can see that these logos are also different, but you can see the texture right there. You can see the little squares on the Homecoming one, but definitely the spiders are different. You can see the cube on the Homecoming one. The logos on the back are also different. Even the sculpt is different in the back to a degree. The webs on the belt are the same. Has some lining in the blue. And you can even get a better look at the black wash on the Civil War figure, whereas it's more gray on the Homecoming and a little sloppy. So his head turns side to side, does go up and down. It also does have a little pivot action there, so it's pretty cool. His arm goes all the way up with that modified shoulder piece. It does hinge like that with the butterfly joint. Double jointed elbow is pretty cool, but I want to show you this one thing. I never noticed it before, but it does have it on the Civil War Spider-Man too. The joint is not round, it has like this hook. So it's just weird, and the only reason why I noticed it is that it just hangs out on mine. Not that it's a problem or anything, but it looks funny. Just wanted to throw that out there. So overall, I would recommend buying this figure. It also came with the Vulture piece. Still one a lot of people missing. But don't worry guys, it will hit stores soon. So just wait. You're better off just waiting for it. And I do have the Vulture here all together once I connect this piece. I'm sorry I couldn't do the live review, but I can show you what he looks like really quick, and then we'll get to his review afterwards. But all you got to do is just snap these pieces in. They all come in and out. Pretty easy to snap on and off, so just be careful. They seem a little delicate. And that's what it looks like. I do like the way the back looks. It's definitely impressive. They did a lot of detailed paint on it. These things spin around. I don't know if they should have wasted a whole Build-A-Figure on just wings, but I understand, so there's no complaints. The articulation on it is really cool. There's one point I wish they should have articulated, but it is pretty articulated for what it is. YouTube, as always, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, feel free to like, comment down below, and let me know.
Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. La-dee-ah, whoa. Now you're singing with a swing. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. La-dee-ah, whoa. Now you're singing with a swing.